So, what if a country could completely change the game and turn its students from just users of technology into the next generation of creators? Well, today, we're going to break down a really ambitious proposal out of Uzbekistan that wants to do exactly that by totally rewiring how AI is taught in schools. I mean, this is the big question, right? It's what every educator on the planet is wrestling with. How do you get an entire generation ready for a future that, let's be honest, we can't even fully predict? Well, Uzbekistan is putting a very specific and pretty bold answer on the table. Okay, so before we jump into their awesome solution, we really need to get why they're doing this in the first place. What's the problem they're trying to solve? Why is this change so incredibly urgent right now?
Well, the current system is kind of stuck in the past. We're talking computer science textbooks that are totally outdated. Students are graduating without a real clue about core AI concepts, like neural networks. And there's this huge wall between subjects like physics or math and the world of AI. It leaves students with their heads full of theory, but almost zero practical, hands-on skills.
And this isn't just some local issue they're dealing with. The source material points to a pretty stark reality. By 2030, most jobs are going to be tied to AI in one way or another. So, yeah, the clock is ticking. This whole proposal is about getting students ready for that future, not the one from 10 years ago.
All right, so with that problem laid out, the proposal offers up a completely new blueprint for teaching tech. And it's not just a small tweak, it's a fundamental shift in how they think about education. Just look at this slide. It tells the whole story. The old way over on the left was all about silos. You memorize theory, you learn to code, and you keep computer science totally separate from everything else. But the new approach, it's all about integration. AI becomes this hands-on tool that connects everything, and it uses things like gamification and visuals to make really complex ideas, like neural nets, actually fun and engaging. And this isn't just some pie-in-the-sky idea. It's grounded in real established science, specifically a method called transfer learning. Okay, think of it like this. Instead of trying to learn how to cook by inventing fire, you're just handed a master chef's entire recipe book. You don't have to start from zero. You can take a powerful, pre-trained AI model and just tweak it for your own project. It's a genius way to get students building really impressive things really fast. So what does this actually look like day to day in the classroom? This is the fun part. Let's dig into what the students are actually going to learn. First things first, they start with the absolute essentials. The first module is all about the fundamentals of AI, and this is so important, the ethics of it all, talking about stuff like deepfakes. Then they waste no time. They jump right into hands-on work in the second module, using the programming language Python to analyze real-world data like statistics from their own school. And then things get really cool. They dive into the world of computer vision. For 6 weeks, students actually learn how to teach a computer to see, to recognize objects and faces and pictures. All of this leads up to a final 4-week capstone project where they get into teams and build a real working AI application from the ground up. And listen, we're not talking about some simple little exercises here. The projects they can choose from are amazing. They can build a security bot that spots unfamiliar faces, or an AI that helps local farmers find plant diseases, or even an environmental bot that can automatically classify different kinds of trash. This is all about solving actual real-world problems. Okay, so this is an incredible vision, but a vision is nothing without a plan. How do you actually make this happen? Well, the proposal lays out a super clear step-by-step mission. It's all mapped out on a really tight 12-month schedule. The first 3 months are just pure prep, finalizing the curriculum, getting teachers trained, and setting up all the tech. And they even thought to make an offline version for schools with bad internet, which is brilliant. Then it's go time, a 6-month pilot program in 2 schools. And the last 3 months are all about looking at the results and figuring out a plan to take this thing nationwide. But at the end of the day, success here isn't just about teaching kids how to write code. It's about measuring a much, much deeper kind of impact. So what are the actual goals? Let's run through them. 1, get 100 students an official AI certificate during this first pilot phase. 2, have those students create at least 5 different high-quality practical AI projects. And 3, the price tag for this whole transformative program, get this, just 10 million SOM. This is not some billion-dollar moonshot. It's a lean, efficient, and totally scalable plan. But the impact they're hoping for goes way beyond those numbers. This is about huge social benefits. We're talking about getting more girls excited about STEM,
closing that education gap between city and rural schools, and giving students the critical thinking skills they need to spot fake ears. Honestly, this one quote from the source material just captures the soul of the entire project. It's not about teaching students how to use the latest app. It's about empowering them to build the next one. That's the whole ballgame right there, moving from passive consumer to active creator. And that leaves us with one last really powerful question. Yeah, it starts small, just 2 schools, just 100 students. But if this works, that this little pilot program become the blueprint for an entire nation's future in tech? It's a bold vision for sure, but one that's all about creating a nation of innovators.